finger and jaw were shattered by Fulani herdsmen last month finally dies. We came from God and to him we shall return. It is with a heavy heart to announce that the passing of a woman, Alaja Muslimot Morenikeji Salami, who was attacked by suspected Fulani herdsmen last month while she was driving her car in Ogun State. The late Alaja was waylaid by the dreaded Fulani herdsmen while she was driving to her new work site around Idofe of the Ijebu North local government area of Ogun State. And in the process, she had her finger chopped off and jaw shattered with gunshots. They left her alone, and after they thought she was dead, but fortunately she didn't, and she was taken to the hospital for treatment. But she finally gave up the ghost on Wednesday, the 16th of February. Wow. She has, however, been buried yesterday, the 17th of February. According to Muslim rites, may God rest her soul and give her family the fortitude to bear this great loss. Wow. It's so random. Like, you choose to terrorize somebody and you chop off their finger. I think this is very sad. The more reason why the Yorubas need to step up and not necessarily inflict violence, but pressure their government to take action and basically deploy out more security forces. Someone says, where's Bala Mohammed to comment now? So Bala, you want the families of this madam to continue to say yes to these Fulani herdsmen incessant killings? It's very, very sad. And this is what the governors, northerners, the presidency wants us to endure. But when you try to resist, they will say, why can't we stay as one Nigeria? Absolutely. They really know the divisive tactics to use where Nigerians take close into their own hands. But then how did they get there? That's the situation, not just focusing on the situation itself presently. Someone says, these are the people Oluwo said he wants to accommodate. I pity Igbo people. And she might be part of the people who vehemently supported Buhari to become president. How do you know that? In thinking Nigeria would be better if he took over now. See how Nigerian southerners paying with their blood and lives because Buhari has become the president. It's what God will eliminate evil. And in reply to this comment, somebody says, we want them, but they refuse to listen to us. In fact, they called us names. Ask Google for that explanation. Someone says, another bright Yoruba woman killed by rage Fulani herdsmen. Well, Yoruba, this is the agony of plain politics of blindness. Say Baba, say Buhari. Igbos are watching the film, may her soul rest in peace. That's true. And in reply to this comment, someone says, as a Yoruba man, I never supported this evil President Buhari because I knew he was an evil hidden agenda against other ethnic nationalities in Nigeria. Again, Yorubas are now regretting why they, supported Buhari in mass numbers. And at this point, they need to step up. The mistake has been made. They can't take it back. They've got to defend their own land. And they have no choice but to do that. Someone here says, she fought it, but God knows why. I weep for the Yorubas who governors cannot defend their own indigenous people. Please. It is very, very true. I mean, again, the fact that this doesn't just happen overnight. Yoruba people have been complaining of these killings to their government, and their government has not been doing anything. And so that's why everything is escalating. Would you blame them for reacting? They can't just sit down and watch people come and, cause chaos in their land. You might call it one Nigeria, but it is their land at the end of the day. Someone says, we Nigerians like talking too much, even when we know the truth. You cannot continue to open doors for your enemy. You clearly see and know, because if you continue in that manner, you're digging your grave and your generations to come. These people will never love you and have no love to offer anyone. So get up, form groups, and take them on. That's absolutely true. One Niger has consumed blood, and is still taking. True. Where is the God of Isaac, Abraham, and Jacob? I mean, at this point, it's sort of the Yoruba people's fight. I guess they have to step up. That's the only option they have, because they just have to. At this point, there's no point talking about how the government's going to help us, because the government has not been doing that. So yeah, all they have to do is just step up. That's it. It's not difficult. Um Someone here says he will be the first victim. Oh, okay, doesn't make sense. Another person here says, my Jebu sister, so touching. The last time I saw you. Oh, okay, so this person seems to know this woman personally. But yeah, someone dying is never good, and the way in which they die, by cutting off, it's just very gruesome, and it shows the divide. It shows the divide in terms of, it's a different thing if the people actually attacked the the herdsmen, the because honestly, I don't think they're hard to find. These people they're not hard to find. But then the sad fact is when they actually start, attacking innocent Fulanis and Hausa people. So it's sad, but the tribalism is making things 100 times worse and intensifying everything, when really and truly it's not about the tribes in the first place. But the thing is, if it's kind of is, because then the government has actually emboldened or been in support of the northern group for a long time, too consistent. And it's just really sad, because under the Buhari's administration, the hate has just increased so much. Like, it's a different thing. We already know tribalism exists, but then in this era, it's just tapped. It really is tapped. They will say the so-called bandits do worse in the north. Down south, the death of one person is a big loss. Again, it's true. I think the value of life in the south is more, because if you compare the numbers, the north actually outnumbers the south in terms of population. But then again, if you look at the numbers there, the death rate or the mortality rate of infants is so high. First of all, I mean, it explains itself. And two, like, they give birth really often in a faster rate than the south. Don't say the south are not populous, but in comparison to the north, when they're more in population. So yeah, it doesn't mean that we have to be insensitive and not take death seriously. But if you observe, and with the general reaction and the general ideologies and whatever, life is taken very seriously in the southern part of Nigeria in comparison with the northern part. It is very, very sad. Put what you think about this in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.